brands that we have here today is MotorVantage, Wesbank and F&B. We're all sister companies in the same group, but we all do interplay and interchange a lot in terms of value propositions that we give to our customers. MotorVantage focuses a lot on scratch and dent, tire and rim, extended warranty service plans. F&B, our sister company, obviously does a lot of the normal retail banking and transactional banking. And as Wesbank, we focus on asset finance. We've got either the Wesbank app, which is a standalone app. So if you don't happen to bank with F&B, download the Wesbank app. If you've got finance with Wesbank, you can do all your self-service online, and you can apply for finance, look at auctions, calculate what your installments might be for the next vehicle that you're looking for. If you bank with F&B, then you need to go to Navigate Life on the app, and underneath Navigate Life is Nav Car, and then the whole world of car ecosystem sits within there. The benefits of being with Wesbank and F&B combined at the moment is that you've got more functionality available to you as a combined customer sitting underneath Nav Car. You can pay your fines, renew your licenses, you can get a valuation, an indicative valuation on your vehicle. You can protect utilizing either F&B short-term insurance or MotorVantage products on app. You can actually search for vehicles. We've got special offers from original equipment manufacturers. They often put them there. They often are bespoke for first-rand customers, so you do get a great deal there. Or they might just have their standard offers. And then we've also got a virtual dealership, which is a used car dealership, bit of a marketplace where again you can search for used cars. We've got just under 9,000 at the moment. And what's great about both of the OEM offers and the virtual dealership is that we have a finance journey embedded in that process as well. So you will also be able to see whether you can afford the vehicle or not. We've got a piece of technology called FastApp, which is not just a generic calculator. It is a bespoke calculator to you and your affordability. So let's say I apply for a R1 million car, it will say, Declan, you can't afford a R1 million car, but we can actually give you a car for 700,000. We'd require this deposit, and that's the maximum balloon that we're willing to give you. So we'll counter offer. That gives you as a customer a lot of confidence walking onto a dealer floor, actually knowing what you can afford. Unfortunately, roughly 40% of South Africans walk onto a dealer floor and don't know what they can afford. So it is a very, very awkward experience being told no, you can't by someone. At least here the computer says no.
Computer says no.
So here we're also trying to spread the word around our collaboration with our partners, with our sister companies that we have. You know, it's great to get out into the market and actually chat to customers. A lot of people view finance as a myth. A lot of people don't understand the full ramifications of what finance is. And some of the stuff that we've got is best kept secrets. I'll use, for an example, our W shop. If you finance with Wesbank and you need to replace your tires, we will actually rescore you and you can capitalize those to your account. So it saves you on cash flow. If you're an F&B customer, what we've done is we've taken that capability and we've put it into eBucks, which is also part of the First Rand Group. And you can actually pay for your tires with eBucks now, buying a tire voucher. So a lot of this customers don't necessarily know. And those that do play around in the app and that are comfortable from a technology perspective kind of stumble on it. So we're here to spread the word around that. It's also great. Wesbank is in partnership with many of the dealers, many of the original equipment manufacturers, and many of the service providers within the industry. We don't just focus on retail. We got our corporate, our fleet, and our commercial leg within Wesbank as well. And it's just great to be around cars. I'm a bit of a petrol head myself, and it's always good to take a look at the new cars that are out there. But the most special thing for me was actually just interacting with the people that come through and teaching them a thing or two and helping them out with a thing or two. So I think personally what FastApp and Apply for Finance is probably the best one. And I always use a story of walking onto a dealer floor. So let's say I'm part of that 40%. And I walk onto the dealer floor, I make friends with a salesperson, I get into the C63 AMG, we go, grunts, get out, I high-five him, and I'm ecstatic. Then he passes me on to someone, it's called an F&I. That is the person that does all your finance and insurance-related arrangements. Now that F&I could try to make this car work for me if Sometimes up to 40 times they will resubmit an application just to try and make my affordability work. And now I have to have someone who I don't know tell me, no, it's not a great experience. Now, I'm not going to go back to the salesperson and say, sorry, I can't do the C63, but I could maybe do that old jalopy outside. I'm actually going to put my tail between my leg and move to the next dealership. So for me, that empowerment of knowing what you can afford is important. We've also on Nav Car got Car Coach, and it talks you through a buying experience, it talks you through a maintaining experience, and it talks you through a selling experience. Again, a lot of customers, first-time buyers, even second or third-time buyers, are not afraid for what to look out for. My biggest concern with South Africa at the moment is people overbuy cars. They are spending more money than they should on cars. The big challenge that we've got is everybody focuses on the installment. The reality, though, is that there's a total cost of ownership. Your petrol, your maintenance, your service, and all those ancillary insurance services. So the key for me is use Faster, but also take a look at the car buying guide, the Car Coach, to make sure that you're actually making the appropriate financial decision for yourself. Don't get yourself in trouble. Unfortunately, South Africans have a tendency to overextend themselves on cars. We love cars. We're passionate about cars, okay? So am I, but buy within your own.